With that, I'd like to introduce Democratic Veterans Caucus. Now, are you the president?
I am the president.
El Presidente. Cartwright.
Thank you.
Hi, how's everybody doing this afternoon? Happy Veterans Day. I've got a couple of infomercials. Yes, I am the first, as a matter of fact, the first chairperson for the Veterans Caucus for Palm Beach County, for the Democratic Executive Committee. And I'm hoping everybody's enjoying the food and enjoying the day. We need more members for the caucus. Our next meeting is November 26th at the Lantana Library down in Lantana. I think the address is 4600 Lantana Road. And the other thing, a couple of things I'd like to share with you also is we also interview veterans for the Library of Congress. The nonprofit organization I run, the Children's Coalition Incorporated, has been interviewing veterans excuse me, since 2005 for the library. I've taken quite a few kids up to the library to visit the Library of Congress, as well as walk the mall itself, where all the monuments are. I'm pretty sure that all the veterans and their families know about those monuments. It's a nice historical piece for kids to see, and also a lot of veterans love going back, and or if they have or have not been there, going back and visiting or visiting for the first time, it's quite an experience. So I'd just like to close by saying I want to invite veterans and their families to get veterans in with any honorable discharges, or if they're still active military, to please contact me or the caucus so we can get you scheduled for an interview. You'll get a copy. We keep a copy, and we send a copy off to the library. It'll be there for posterity. Your family, after we're all dead and gone, I've done mine, I've done my father's and my son's. Excuse me, I miss my mom. She also served in World War II. She passed away in '97. Anyway, everybody gets a copy, and your family can go there forever and ask for your name, and they can sit there in the library and actually watch your history. Your other job is to say, of course, we are here to support our legislators either get into office or to keep their seats as a part of the Democratic Executive Committee, as part of the Veterans Caucus for Palm Beach County, okay? But the other major issue, and I think we're all faced with so much of this today until enough really cannot be said about it. One of our major goals with the Veterans Caucus is to address veterans issues, and I've been talking to quite a few legislators about this lately, from education to benefits to homelessness. So, that being said, if any of you know of any veterans that are having any issues, and whenever we have our meetings, we probably had about 6 meetings so far, there's always 1 or 2 individuals that knows of someone that needs to have some help. All right, and we've been getting people connected either to the Veterans Administration or Stand Down House or other organizations that are out there to help veterans. We need to remember that when a lot of veterans come home, okay, if they come home with problems, they don't always know where to go, even though somebody told them where to go. All right, even if somebody told them where they can get services. So a lot of times they need support from their friends. All right, they need support from their friends to get information. They need conversation. All right, they need for somebody to pay attention to the fact that they're in pain. All right, and that's one thing, because we're all older guys. All right. Okay, but now we have another wave of kids coming home, all right, from the Middle East, and we need to pay attention to them. It's okay, it's all right. We need to pay attention to the kids coming home. I just expressed to County Commissioner that we've done 122 interviews for the Library of Congress, and I haven't shared this with a lot of people, except for people that are very close to me. Okay, but I've heard a lot of horror stories. Okay, we all know what war is. We know what it's like to have to send people off to protect our country. Now, you know, physically we have the wounded warriors. A lot of these guys come home, men and women, without limbs. All right, and then a lot of them are coming home with a lot of mental health issues. And we've got to pay attention to this. Okay, and some of the people who know me, they know that I've done a lot of programming with children. That my own opinion professionally is a lot of our kids have not gotten attention through counseling and families. And I know a lot of veterans are coming home the same way. They need their friends, they need their families. So while we're doing the right thing and standing by our legislators, please help me either contacting us or the organizations that you know about, this is going to take a heck of a lot more than a little village. All right, we need to help our kids coming home. All right, so thank you very much.
And again, it's interesting, everybody's saying so much. Carlton's done a great job for not only veterans and elders in our community, but also for kids. Thank you very much, so much, Carlton. Our special guest from Washington, D.C. is here. He is a friend. He is a great Democrat in the United States Congress. And part of his duties today are moving around Palm Beach County. Congressman Murphy is here, and he is going to need a tremendous amount of help in Palm Beach County, like you've seen nothing before in his race. This is a far different time than it was 2 years ago. Congressman Murphy needs Palm Beach County to pull out a victory. And all of us are going to be very, very important to that role. He's been doing a great job. He's, I know, on an incredible learning curve. I don't know how you do it. He has been great on the issues, and he's been great as a congressman from Palm Beach County. So without further ado, Representative, well, I guess that's true, but Congressman Patrick Murphy.
Well, it's good to be here. I've been obviously very busy these first 10 months. It's great to be back here. Obviously, DC's been quite tumultuous the first 10 months, a lot going on there. But on Veterans Day, this is an issue I believe we can all agree on, Republican or Democrat. I think I'm slightly optimistic in saying that, though, because with the Republican government shutdown, let's not forget what they put at risk. About 3.8 million veterans almost didn't receive their benefits because of their shutdown. Thousands and thousands of claims were being added to the backlog. Right now we have about 400,000 folks in the VA backlog. That to me is unacceptable. Led a letter, as much as I respect our president for a lot of things, I led a letter with 160 other members of Congress, both Republican and Democrat, urging President Obama to address this immediately. But that is simply unacceptable and a disgrace to those that have put their life on the line for our great country. Another priority that I think I overheard you already talking about when I got here is making sure that those that have served our country, when they come home, that they have a job. And this is something that we can all play a part in. Of course, at the national level, the federal level, I'm working on securing all the tax credits for the employers that are willing to hire veterans. Also making sure that the funding is there for the veteran training program, so when they come back, they can help transfer what they've learned in the military to a civilian workforce, to a civilian job. So making sure those are there. But locally, there's a lot of businesses I think we can help sort of encourage to hire those that have served our country. And that's a big priority as well. Another major issue that we all have become all too aware with is PTSD. And that's another issue that will require funding at the federal level. But locally, there's a lot of organizations, a lot of charities, a lot of groups that have been very helpful in helping those with some mental illnesses because of their service come back and adjust. There's an organization called Renewal Coalition up in the north part of Palm Beach County. It's in Tequesta. And what they do is they have the entire family come, not just the soldier or the individual that served, the husband or wife, but they bring the whole family and the kids down, and they take them fishing, they take them paddle boarding, they take them out in the water, help them kind of readjust to life back in the United States. So a lot of great things, and we can all help out. Well, whatever the particular organization is, whether it's Renewal Coalition or something closer to your neighborhood, it's important that we all volunteer and get involved. I know a lot of you are very active. Obviously, you're here today, and that means a lot because you're active and you care. But it's important that we remember on Veterans Day that our freedom is not free. It's because of the work done generations before us and the hard work and dedication of so many people here today and across our country that have put their life on the line. And Veterans Day is about honoring them and thanking them. So behalf of myself and my entire team, thank you to all of you that have served for your service to our country. And all of you are my dear friends, but I want to read something to a friend of all of us who has been active his entire life in public service. So this is for Mr. Sam Oser. I'll read this out loud so everyone can hear it. Dear Sam, on Veterans Day, we recognize the brave men and women of the United States Armed Forces who defend our liberty both domestically and abroad. We must always remember that rising to the call of duty was not always voluntary, and we acknowledge all of the sacrifices made by veterans and their families. Today, I present you with this American flag that was flown over our nation's
For
capital.
your military service and your continued civic engagement. Your service to our country is a true example that we should all strive to emulate. I wish you continued good health, and thank you again for your continued service to our country. Warm regards, Patrick Murphy.
One of the things that's nice about getting older, we see our young folks rising and doing better than we. I love this man. I do love him. Because he's out there fighting quietly for us in Congress. He's doing what he said he would do, and he's going to go much further. He's got a great family. He is our future. It's not that the future is there for him, it will be, but he is our, always be there. I will always be there for you. And he's got a great guy back there. Where is Michael? He's got a great crew.
My District Director, Michael Kenny.
And when I say, I am proud of that flag and those who have fought for it with dignity, I'm also talking to you and about you.